Uno, dos, tres, 14. Oh, hold on, Marcus, our intern. Hold on. Here's a comment.
Hey, Fraser.
14 is 14.
Oh, good
It's
for
14.
you. Uno, dos, tres,
1,
cuatro.
2, 3, 14.
Oh my God. She got the scoop.
On pop culture news.
So grab a drink, it ain't what you think.
And the crew. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. Cinco, seis. Okay, gotcha. 14 is 14. All right, there we go.
What is a Spanish lesson today?
I know. Hola, me llamo Sarah. ¿Y tú?
Me llamo Andrea. They always
Sí, ah.
They get so excited.
I love you, Spanish people.
What
They're
is this over
amazing.
here? What is this, Mr. Honduras over here? Studied abroad in Honduras.
Yeah, where'd you live,
Comes
Betty
back to
Draper?
Ecuador.
Well, hold on.
Ecuador.
Whoa.
Ecuador.
Oh, sorry, Ecuador.
Yeah.
Is he coming in red hot?
Coming in red hot.
Red hot.
Okay.
Tamale hot.
Yeah, shouldn't you be a Spanish fluent speaker? You lived in Ecuador.
I mean, I am, sort of. I was when I lived there. Like, I mean, when I came back, I was.
I'm sorry.
spoke
I'm
Spanish
so
really
lost
well.
in your description of that.
What
I mean, I
it?
was. No, when I came back, well, I wasn't.
My point is, my Spanish got really good while I was there, and now I haven't spoken Spanish for
Really?
like, yeah, no. I mean, because I live in a neighborhood with, honestly, mostly, like, probably the majority of people in my neighborhood speak Spanish as their primary language. But whenever I walk into any stores in my neighborhood where everyone else is speaking Spanish, they'll speak to me immediately in English.
Oh.
Yeah,
Do you give off Caucasian vibes?
I think
Yes,
so.
you do. Yes.
I think I do. Yeah.
He loves to tell us, so this is Marcus, our intern, and Alyssa's here, our intern. He loves to tell us that he takes all the Mad Men quizzes that, are online, and he
yeah.
often gets Betty Draper.
So that's Caucasian vibes right there.
The
But
most,
it's because they always have you choose your drink, and I always choose the vodka gimlet, which was Betty's drink on the show.
That could do
oh,
it.
that'll
But
do
Betty's
it.
great. Betty's so cool.
Did we tell you, by the way, we ran into one of the guys at Mad Men when we were out in L.A.? The one of the account executives that, oh my God.
Lane Price, the British guy who kills himself.
Well, he
No.
was also in that fighter movie that was on Netflix, like a WME female wrestling. He was on the show too.
Glow.
Yes. Who's the guy the husband of
Mark
the
Maron.
He played Harry. He played Harold. Rich
Oh,
Summer.
oh,
Rich
okay,
Summer.
yes.
We were having lunch next to him when we were out in Burbank in
Harry
L.A.
Crane.
Harry
Yeah,
Crane.
he's like a joke on the show. He's a joke.
Yes.
But he's on. Yeah. So he was also on that Netflix show Love. He was briefly on that too. But he's funny.
Oh, yes.
He plays like
Go my mic. I'm good. I'm back.
he plays Jillian Jacobs like ex on Love also.
Oh, I don't know that
Anyways,
show,
he lost
Love.
a lot of weight. He did over the course of that
he was
course
the
of Mad Men.
psychopath on Love. I
It looked
hate
like,
that show, by the
he
way.
was putting it back on, though.
I like that show.
You know what I can't get over?
Judd Apatow, who employed
Love Judd
Sarah.
Apatow. Love Judd Apatow.
I do too.
But
I love
will
Judd.
say it's not his best work. Did you ever watch the Love series on Netflix?
No, never watched it. What's it even about? I don't even know that show, Love.
I just can't get over the guy, the main
But has
guy.
that guy Paul Rust, the guy with the, and this is coming from me, but the guy with the big nose.
Yes. Hold on, I'm pulling him up
You
because
know
I
what I'm
just
talking about? He's in that.
yeah.
He's in that movie like I Love You, Beth Cooper, or whatever that's
Oh,
called.
all right. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Hold on, I just can't get over him. How did he? I can't. Every time they're
With
sleeping,
Hayden Panettiere.
every time they're having sex in the bed, I turn it off. I'm like, I can't even watch him have sex in the show. I just can't. It's
Really?
physically irking. I feel bad.
His little lips.
Oh, they're non-existent. Okay, Sarah, could you watch this guy have
Okay,
sex?
wait, what's the premise of the show, Love? No, I could not. Does anyone know what this show is about? Love on Netflix.
Okay, so Love, it's this girl who's a sex addict and alcoholic, and she ends up falling in love with this guy.
Oh, Lord.
And he wants to be a script writer, but he works on like all the Hollywood plots, like lots, like Universal, and he is a teacher for all the child actors. Anyway, through some weird random string of events, he and the main character who has sex issues end up getting together and then getting married, and their friend is weird. Like, it's just a bad... I can't
It's
believe
just a weird combo. Okay, wow. I've never watched the show. Now, I mean, you love Euphoria, which I tried to watch, and then that completely freaked me out. So
About kids?
Yeah. So now I've been watching Barry. Has anybody watched Barry with?
Oh my God. I've
It's
watched
so
all of
good.
Barry. It's so good.
Yeah, so I'm on.
What is that on?
So Barry is with. I mean, you would love him. Who's the actor, comedic
It's
actor?
Bill Hader.
Bill Hader.
It's Bill Hader's show.
Hader. Oh, okay.
Is it
Okay.
on Netflix or is it on Hulu?
HBO.
Oh.
And so Dan just got me into Barry, so I'm almost all caught up. It's amazing.
So he's an ex-Marine who comes back from a tour in Afghanistan. He's really fucked up. His like one person that is there around to take care of him, who's like this weird uncle, uses him as a hitman.
Right.
And so he's a professional killer. And he goes to Los Angeles to do a kill, and he stumbles in accidentally to an acting class, and he realizes he was born to be an actor. And it's about that. It's about that tension. Can he really ever get past all the evil that he's done, all the people that he's killed? Can he ever get out from under the shadow of that life and pursue his dream of being an actor?
It's so good.
What a synopsis.
I know. Yeah, look, we have our own little writer here.
my gosh.
Betty Draper knows his stuff. I mean, Betty knows his stuff. So that's what I've been currently watching, you know. But aside from that, I haven't been into television much recently. I don't know.
That's surprising. You love a good doc.
Well, I love a good documentary. The last one I actually watched was the guy that co-wrote your girl Caitlyn Jenner's biography, Buzz Bissinger.
Yes.
And he also is sort of toying with maybe he's trans. And he's like in his 60s,
Got
but
it.
he's also into leather. And he wrote the original Friday Night Lights, which then, of course, became the show.
Yes.
And it's like the most epic documentary. I mean, it's like so tortured. I don't know. It's a tortured human. He's married to a woman. She like really kind of puts up with it and tries to embrace it, but he's super into leather. And then he will go and like pay people essentially to like, he'll be in a leather coffin where they like wrap you like a mummy, zip you up. All that is exposed is like your mouth.
Is this turning him on?
And then they beat you. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. And then you get an erection.
From being beaten.
You guys, it's intense.
hurricane.
It's intense. How is that? How is that for the
How is that?
synopsis? Okay, and
don't
this
even
is
know
like Caitlyn's dear friend, and then they have some sexual tension. Buzz and Kate, like maybe they should get together. But
That's great. Yeah, baby.
Yeah. And she like jokes. She's like, "Okay, Buzz," and like,
Yeah. Wrap you up in leather.
basically.
Okay. I don't know what that was. I don't even know how to
know.
describe that documentary.
Wait till you see it. Also on HBO, I believe. So that was kind of the last one. But then recently, I haven't even been. I don't know what's going on with me. Haven't even been inspired
been
to watch the
busy.
Kardashians.
That is a wild ride.
Busy.
It's a wild ride. Kim's like, would I ever not think that I'm famous? Like, no, I would do it all over again. Like, she just always says, like, I'm meant to be famous.
Because did you watch the E! True Hollywood story about her?
Yes. Yeah.
And was it really good?
It was.
Or you knew everything?
You kind of already know everything, and it's just about Kim's life. But it is interesting how they built that whole empire. Like, they really get into like how she really built it up, and she's actually smarter than everyone thinks. Like, it's all calculated. It was a completely calculated career. How she went from fixing Paris Hilton's closet. She was a closet organizer, and she started selling stuff on eBay. She like was one of the first people to sell stuff on eBay. She like asked her dad for a loan, and he gave her like $3,000. She bought a bunch of stuff low cost and then resold it on eBay. And that's how she kind of like started this like clothing
Business.
career.
Okay.
Right. And you know, they were always entrepreneurs. They had the Dash stores, and they showed that whole thing about how that happened. They actually pitched a show about Dash to be like, you know, the
A
Dash
reality
girls.
show. Really?
Right. And so it was actually Kris Jenner who got she was friends with Kathy Lee Gifford. And at the time, Kathy was like, I need to introduce you to this guy, Ryan Seacrest. And that's how the show was kind of born. Was Kris Jenner actually.
Amazing.
Her connections. That woman.
Oh, Chris is genius. I know. Genius. All right, I gotta watch that now. Okay, now I'm actually kind of interested in that. I love how people like what they do. You know,
And
how
then
they
from
can become
that,
them.
yeah. And then from that, her sisters, they just created a brand.
She gives me such hope because when Keeping Up with the Kardashians started, they were literally out at a cupcake shop and basically icing cupcakes and giving them out with like a banner, which is what we do. So I'm like, okay, if they were doing that 10 years ago, we can do it too. Like, there's hope. You know
tell
what
you
I'm saying?
what.
We can parlay that ish into something even bigger. Even bigger and badder.
Even bigger and badder.
Even bigger and
I
badder.
mean, that's what I've learned from the documentary, if nothing else.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
That's great. You guys, welcome to the podcast. If you are new, just checking out the show, I'm Sarah Fraser, your host, along with AJ, my co-host. AJ is an impressionist comedian. She also works for BuzzFeed, and you are going to be on BuzzFeed's show when this week?
Friday.
Friday.
Catch
Okay,
me
new
Friday.
episode. What's the show called?
Well, did you see this? It's a Facebook watch series. So if you just search on BuzzFeed News, you can find it there.
I love that. Okay,
Yes.
perfect. I've watched the show. It's very good. It's very, you got to follow right along.
It's very quick. They, millennials, we lose our attention span. It's very, very small.
Ain't no sleeping on that
Boom,
job.
boom, boom. Yeah, but I'm exhausted.
Anyway, we've been friends. I know you are. It's a rap-a-tat-tat
Take a
for
look
you.
at me. It's a rat-a-tat-tat-do.
A dough. Anyway, we've been friends for like 2.5 years now, right? What? I got to keep the show moving.
I know. It's
We
just
can only
funny.
talk about one topic for so long.
We've been
I have serious
friends for, I guess, about 2 years now. Yeah. No, it's just funny when we talk about our relationship. We're friends, guys. Did you know we're friends?
2.5 years now, everybody. 2.5 years, everybody. Woo! Yeah!
Give it up for our
And
friendship.
then we've been doing this podcast together really full time since what, January?
Full time, yeah.
January, right? So going on almost a year. Amazing.
Yeah, I mean, it's blown me away.
And it really has.
You've built your own empire. You're a little Kardashian.
I am. I just need to take it to the next level because currently I'm icing cupcakes right now
Yes.
and putting up my own banners.
Yes.
But I just got to parlay that. I need the next step, so I got to watch
Next
this show.
step.
What else is going on in your life? We got a lot to get to on the show today.
Right.
Did you guys read about this woman too she's like one of the first women to die from gastric bypass surgery of starvation? Did you hear this?
Starvation?
Yeah. Like she gets the gastric, right? You get the band. The
band around the stomach.
on your stomach, right? And then you're supposed to eat reduced amounts, but I'll tell you what happened. Starved to death.
Was she she couldn't eat any food?
Went from like almost 400 pounds down to 70 and died.
What the
I know. What a transformation. Isn't that crazy?
She comes out, she's like a waif. You're like, what happened here? How long did this transformation
what a
take?
fucking
2
turn of
years?
events.
Was she on Dr. Now's again?
Oh my God, I love that 600-pound life.
Yes.
Addicted.
Well, he's
Except
such a
it's so
funny
bad.
doctor. He's like, you need to stop eating McDonald's. Like, that's his advice. And everyone's like, thanks, G. Like,
Can you please do an impression of him? He's the best. I have told Sandra she has 1 year to live. If she does not stop eating, she will die.
he is a savage. He walks in, you are fat. And with my help, you will lose weight.
I know. I like how he's gone from Russian. I mean, I think he's like Middle Eastern or whatever,
What
but
is
now
he?
he's like, I don't even
And
know.
no one can pronounce his name, so he's just Dr. Now.
Dr. Now. And then I love, it's so sad because really that show just exploits everyone who has a weight loss issue, but they just tell him they're like, Dr. Now, fuck you. And he's like, okay, you want me to fuck
want to
myself? Okay. You die.
You will die without me. Like, seriously.
They all yell at him the whole time. I need my pizzas.
Yes. It's like, she's a lost cause. I don't know what we're going to do with her. And then it goes to commercial break. They come back. They've like reconciled.
It's so great. It's so sad too. And then it's like I try to watch it, but everyone's so predictable because it's just like they all have 2 or 3 family members that they treat like absolute shit, and yet they still continue to show up every day with 25 tacos. It's like if my mom talked to me like this and then was bedridden, the fuck I'm not showing up with
another pizza.
How do these people have the mental control over these other people? We got to do that so then we can get more famous. We need to mind fuck people.
They are the true mind fuckers. They're like, I'm going to die if I don't eat my chicken nuggets. And they're like, okay. And then they run to McDonald's and grab the...
Yeah, and then they come back and they
don't
berate
buy it
them.
again.
Then they're like, you piece of shit. Why were you so late? I needed my nuggets an hour ago.
I'd be like, you need to chill out here, okay? I'm the one that can walk around here.
I know.
I'm the one that's driving to the store.
It's like last time I checked,
You can't move.
Yeah, it's going to take you an hour to get out of that bed. And without me handing you a rope, you ain't gonna. Okay? You got to hang on to these latches here and lift yourself up.
A lot of them do have previous mental...
I can say this because I have been overweight.
You have experienced, right.
Yeah.
Right.
I have. I've been really overweight, yeah. No, I mean, not 600 pounds, but I was 200. And that was on the way. I mean, I wasn't looking good. Once you're at 2, it's easy to get to 3. My knees couldn't take it.
Anyway. That graduation picture of you, why the white suit? Sarah has this graduation
why not
picture.
Wearing black? I see. Okay, I see where you're headed with that.
I've always wondered. It's such a power suit that you chose. It's always in your transformation pictures. If you guys have seen, you've done an amazing transformation, and you still looked incredible at that heaviest weight.
Okay, I did not. I looked like I'd eaten my mom and everyone else on the scene. Like, it was terrible.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying what's with the white suit. I feel like it wasn't.
So I graduated from all women's college, Mount Holyoke College, and everybody had to wear white, like to this.
Everyone wearing suits?
I can't remember what. Well, no. So
Is it a white suit graduation? Like, why the white suit?
It was definitely a white outfit, but I believe I went to Nordstrom's and it was like the last thing that they had in the largest size for white. It was pretty bad. I was a size 18. It was not good.
Okay, you're right.
And
There's
here's the thing.
Definitely smaller choices for people.
Always say on this show, like, rock your body, whatever size you are. It's amazing. My problem was I was 5'3", so it was like a lot for like 200 pounds and 5'3" is a lot.
It is a lot for your inner organs.
It was
Your
like a
heart,
lot for my
everything.
knees. Like my knees hurt all the time. It
Yeah.
was really bad. Yeah. I just felt like so awful. I couldn't. Yeah. So I don't know how someone's 600 pounds. I don't know how.
I don't.
Because you got to feel like shit. Like I felt like crap every single day. Like you can hardly move. You can't breathe. Your brain doesn't really function. So I mean, it's just crazy.
Your brain doesn't function.
No, when you're that old, didn't for me.
I think you're stuck in a funk.
Oh yeah, there's a lot going on. And that's my problem with the 600-pound life is they only touch on the mental things for like a little bit.
Right.
You know, they talk about their abusive relationship, but I'm like, that isn't going to be resolved in 6 weeks. And then you try, like that is, get ready for the next 3 or 4 years of every week work.
That's going to be your life.
Yeah. Anyhow, there was a little, speaking of staying on track.
Wow. Went down that rabbit hole.
Way down that rabbit hole. Let's thank a couple of our sponsors, and then I want to find out if you've texted Iggy or not. What's going on? I mean, you left us hanging on Monday. You guys had a tumultuous weekend.
Yes. And I should have said after the show on Monday, everybody's like, wow, why are you still together? And I was like, you know what? I do love him. So I just want to put that out there. I do love the kid. Okay. We've been through so much. I love him. I'm physically attracted to him. And he knows my heart inside and out. And I know his. And I'm a bitch, though. I hold grudges, and I don't want to text the mofo back.
Okay, I like this. So you guys kind of get into these text wars, right? Of like who should text first. So
Right.
I want to talk about that. But we have some sponsors to thank. You're going to thank Rothy's. We also have to tell you about Dr. Mary. If you're looking for a dentist in or around Germantown, Maryland, you need to go to totaldentalcaremd.com or just Total Dental Care in Germantown. Dr. Mary's amazing. She's a periodontist as well. So if you have like receding gums, if you have sensitive gums, she is a pro. But she also has several other dentists in her office. We love her. Female-owned business. Minority owned. Yes, queen. She is like top notch. She and her business partners got together. They decided to create a practice that put the patient first. They are continuing to, they've been a longtime sponsor of ours, which we are very grateful. They continue to run a $99 Hey FRASE cleaning special. Okay. So you can go in, you can get a full cleaning. They never shame patients. If you haven't been in 10 years, 20 years, I know I've told this story, but I was there recently and they were talking about a woman who's in her 30s and had never been to the dentist ever in her entire life.
What?
I know, isn't that crazy? So they never shame you no matter where you're at. They just want you to get there because your mouth is really the gateway to all of your health. If you're trying to get pregnant, your mouth is a big part of that too. So go to totaldentalcaremd.com. Park Potomac, we love them. We also had our night out, ladies' night out in the park. Parkpotomac.com. You can eat, shop, live, work there. Karma Hair Salon. I got my hair done there. They were amazing. So stop by and see them. Gym and Tonic have really great 5-star athleisure wear clothing. You can go have dinner at Addie's, at Founding Farmers, Sugo's, just some of the awesome spots. Plus, you can do all your grocery shopping there at Harris Teeter. If you're looking for office space, parkpotomac.com. They got you. And then they have amazing apartments, condos, and townhouses. So check out Park Potomac today. Tell me about Rothy's, AJ.
Are you a shoe girl?
I love shoes.
I'm a shoe girl.
But I have this thing. I was just shopping again yesterday, and then I never buy.
What? Why?
I need to purchase.
You need to purchase.
I don't
if
know.
you're really questioning it, send me a pic. I'll say yay or nay.
Because you know what I did? I went out and bought an Amazon dress and it looks like a complete moo-moo. So that's it. Now I'm like, why do I do this? That looked like a full-on fucking polka dot moo-moo. Wasn't that the worst shit you'd ever seen?
I said belt it, but it was in a picture. It was really hard to see.
I'm going to do a what it looks like with a blogger and then what it looks like in real life. And it looks like dump.
It's not, the reality never meets the model interpretation.
No. How do these people
the
style
same.
it so cute? And I got a small and everything. It looks like a tarp.
Wait, that was a small?
Yes.
Okay. That's not represented well. That's crazy.
I know. Nuts.
Let me tell you, we're very into sustainability. A lot of our sponsors that deal with clothing and shoes, they're all about sustainability, which I love. Please go out and check out rothys.com. I'm putting it up on the on our YouTube
Your
stream.
feed on our stream. Okay, cool.
On our feed. Yes. If you've heard about this company or if you haven't, they make stylish shoes for women and girls out of recycled plastic water bottles. Did I not say sustainability? And they're crazy comfortable, fully machine washable. I'm pulling out my favorite right now, which is this. I'm getting the Wildcat. It's the Chelsea cut, which is just like your on-the-go shoe.
Those are
this
cute.
would go, right, with like jeans or like a t-shirt dress. Super cute, super comfortable. Again, machine washable. Marcus, why are you looking at me like that? Do your feet get stinky?
Oh, yeah.
Well, guess what?
Ooh.
With
Okay, socks.
you sound like not really.
Yeah, they do.
Fucking A.
Well, you guys, if you're using these as you're going to wash
your
shoes,
shoes? Do
you can
wash your
them.
shoes? Do you do that?
Yeah, I do all the time. You throw them in the washing machine. You don't do that?
I've done that one time. I went to a festival and got shoes really muddy, and then I threw them in the washer.
Exactly.
It was cool. They were Vans.
Okay, Vans get real stank. my Vans. Well, listen, with Vans, they lose shape. Rothy's, you will not. They will not compromise if you put them in the wash. So definitely check out Rothys.com. They come in ever-changing array of colors, prints, patterns, and they're available in a range of styles like sneakers, loafers, points, and more. My favorite, like I said, the Chelsea. Rothys are seamlessly knit using thread made from plastic water bottles, so they're ultra comfortable as soon as you slip them on. That's right. Zero break-in period in these shoes. If you're someone who has larger, wide-set feet or longer, they just don't fit with normal shoes, they're going to fit with Rothys. Plus, Rothys always come with free shipping and free returns and exchanges. No risk, no worries, and no reason not to try them out. It will blow your mind, seriously, that they're all made from repurposed plastic water bottles. In fact, Rothys has diverted over 35 million water bottles from landfills already. That's incredible.
Wow.
35 million water bottles.
That's huge.
We're saving the earth by wearing shoes. Another major bonus, they're fully machine washable. Like I said, every time they need a refresh, you simply toss them in the wash. It's like getting a fresh pair of new shoes every single day. You'll quickly discover why BuzzFeed called them their forever shoes. Oh, grr. BuzzFeed supports it. Oh, grr. You need to check them out if BuzzFeed supports it. Wow. Am I selling this or what?
Yes, you are. We're ordering.
Very
Give us
comfortable.
that code.
Go to Rothys.com, ROTHYS.com/Frase to get your new favorite flats.
Love it.
Comfort, style, and sustainability. These are the shoes you've been waiting for. Head to Rothys.com/Frase today. Look at all these colors.
Boom, boom, boom. The colors are awesome.
All right, check them out and send me pics. Tag us at HeyFrase. If you got Rothys, send it to us.
On Monday's show, I meant to shout out two women who are also named Sarah and AJ, who are big fans of the show.
Picture. Yes.
Yeah, so they were at Monique Samuel's live podcast show with us. They purchased VIP tickets because they heard about Monique from the show.
Yes.
And of course, they're big fans. And they're also dear friends. One's named AJ, one's
named Sarah.
Yeah, so huge shout out. Thank you guys for listening. And they listen at their office.
That's crazy. Oh, they work together?
Yeah, they work together too.
What?
I know. Isn't that great?
Okay, we need to do like a little photo shoot. We need to do something with them.
That would be so cute. Sarah and AJ and Sarah and AJ.
Sarah and AJ squared, bitches.
So I wanted to say hi to them. And you guys, thank you so much for listening to this podcast, continuing to share it. I cannot believe we're coming up on 4 years old. Almost 400 episodes. It's just like, it's insanity. So thank you guys so much. Yeah, we're almost at 400. And thousands of you continue to listen and download every single week. But, we are always trying to get to like the 15,000 download mark, 10,000, 15,000 downloads per episode.
We're trying to get that check.
That'd
you know what I'm saying?
Real sweet. So if you could tell a friend, that'd be awesome.
Tell a friend, listen to it together, have a wine night, and just put us on.
Yeah. And any feedback that you like about the show, let us know, because we are going to make some adjustments and upgrades starting in November.
And I think it'll benefit everybody.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited about that. I'm real excited.
And y'all know we like honest opinions. I mean, we hear it all.
We hear it all,
you don't
folks.
like, tell us. If there's something you do like, tell us too.
Yeah, absolutely. This mother who weighed almost 400 pounds inadvertently starved to death these past couple of days after she struggled to eat following gastric bypass. What? This is my nightmare. Get this, though. Kimberly Wall, 44, had undergone the procedure in 2008 over fears of her obesity that would kill her. But during the next 10 years, her weight plummeted to just 70 pounds. The former nursery nurse and hairdresser could only manage 2 mouthfuls of food when it was given to her, leaving her so weak she was barely able to walk or even get out of bed.
So her stomach could not even hold more than 2 bites of food?
No, despite repeated attempts by doctors to treat her. Wall, who was due to see a specialist, was admitted to the hospital last week with the condition deteriorating. She died a week later with tests showing she'd suffered heart failure due to malnutrition and contributed to by the gastric bypass operation.
What?
The coroner concluded, though, there were no errors with the procedure itself, but that Miss Wall died on October 8th from long-term complications from it. That's so scary.
So scary. You know, you go to the doctor to get fixed and you think you're doing it for your health.
For your health, right? You think to get better. They say this is one of the very rare cases where someone has passed away from gastric bypass. Oh my God, that's totally terrifying. Lots of people that have tried gastric bypass end up gaining the weight back, but they say this is one of the very few cases where someone has gone the other way. Oh, wow. So it sounds like, too, maybe it was a combo of then it was kind of an eating disorder and then also maybe just she couldn't get enough food in by the time they caught it. Anyway. Wow.
This is when mindful eating comes into play. You did an amazing job on Fox 5 a couple was it a week ago?
Yeah, last week they had me on for Transformation Tuesday. Yeah.
Yes, we watched you. And my sister-in-law, she was very excited to hear about mindful eating, and she was researching it after the show.
Really? Oh, she's so sweet.
Shout out.
Well, man, it's it really does make a big difference, but that's so sad. It's such a rare case. So I was going
to say that there's so many successes with gastric bypass. This is very rare for it to actually go bad.
Very rare. Not to freak you out, but sometimes we just like to throw in these stories. How do you guys all feel on the podcast about now they're going to be marijuana breathalyzers? So obviously there's a alcohol breathalyzer.
I sure as shit cannot drive high. Absolutely. When people say
Really?
I'm so much more aware of things. Bitch, no, I am out to lunch. I'm what's up? I cannot. I feel actually even more impaired
than when you're drinking.
Right.
Really?
I don't drink and drive. Just let me put that out there. But I'm saying if I was to sit behind a wheel, I would feel much more aware if I was drunk.
Okay. Well, the only time that, I've been high, it was really not good. I was hitting that medical marijuana pipe. I've been drinking wine all day. I gave everyone lap dances, including my mother-in-law. Yeah, it was real bad. So thankfully there was a bus, so I didn't even have any option, thank God, to drive. But I don't know. Is it so with you can't get high and drive. Do you know a lot of people? But see, I feel like you always now sit in traffic and your windows are down and you can it's just wafting of people smoking weed. So I'm like, oh.
Especially in DC.
Yeah, so I always feel like, it must be easier to drive high than drunk, but that's not true. Wait, Alyssa, here's Alyssa, our intern.
For some people, they say it is. I have friends, whenever she goes on a long drive, she'll always hit her pen before she gets into the car.
Right.
There is no freaking way you would find me doing that. Yeah, no, I'm definitely somewhere else. No.
I also get super nervous.
Because when you drive high, you're like, oh, fuck, I gotta slow down.
And then
slow down. But then the camera zooms out of the car.
It's 5 miles per hour.
5 miles of traffic behind you because you're just crawling along the road.
That's how, and then I get super paranoid. I'm like, wait, am I going too fast? Am I going too slow? Is that a cop? Holy shit. And then I'm just, it's bad news bears. Yeah.
So this is probably no surprise then that now in Sacramento, California, in Oakland, California, they are now going to start doing marijuana breathalyzers for roadside breath tests. Cops will use the same methods that they do to catch drunk drivers. And now they'll have a device to be able to tell if you're high. I mean, they are coming after you for everything. Everything.
That video you sent us, Sarah, of them demonstrating that, was that real?
Yes.
Or was that staged? Because was that a real woman? Because I was like, this is a staging, right? But then she's just driving a white Subaru Outback, and she looks pretty fucking high.
Are her eyes red?
It's from far away. You can't see her eyes, but she just looks pretty out of it. But then there are a bunch of reporters around, and the police chief is there, nodding,
it looks real.
This is our new technology.
I don't know.
I couldn't tell from the video, but I was
real.
like, this poor fucking woman.
No, I think it's a demonstration. They say police demonstrated the Alaire DD52, a saliva swab test some authorities are using to determine marijuana impairment.
But I think that means that whoever that lady is that they're demonstrating on, they got her really high.
Right? She does look high, actually. She does look super high.
So that they could see if it worked.
These are coming the second half of 2020. It's now a new testing, could be going nationwide. Of course.
Of course.
I thought everybody was cool, smoking weed and driving. I guess not, though.
I have a lot of friends they drive all the time high.
Really?
Yep.
Have they ever been in car accidents?
No, probably little fender benders.
That's so good. God.
Well, find me out there. Mm-mm.
Oh my God, me neither. That's why I don't own a vehicle. I can't, if I'm tempted, there's just nowhere to even go. I don't even have a set of keys. It's just bid to ride for me.
I was going to say, bid to ride. Throw that out there. Hey.
You know what? I just get on our bid to ride app. Boop, boop. Done.
Find the cheapest fare.
boop, boop. I'm hot. I'm drunk. It's all good. But I have gotten into Lyft and Ubers where the person has clearly been smoking weed. And I told you I got into one. The guy was drunk, and I was like, "Hey, you gotta let me out."
Yeah, at 3 a.m, they like decide to get.
He's like, no. I just, I'm like, dude, your car fucking. I'm like, look, I'm not like ready to, interrogate you or anything, but you gotta let me out because you've definitely been drinking all night, and then you decided to Lyft an Uber to pay for that drinking, and I ain't gonna be a part of this.
What a schemer. Just spent all his money and he's like, you know what? I'll make this money back. I'm just going to hop on the Uber app right now.
Okay, tell me really quick. So what's going on? You and Iggs always have these texting wars, right? Like who to text first?
Who to text first.
Give this scenario.
Well, you would think by year 3 we would stop being children and text normally.
Yeah.
But I hold a grudge. I don't want to I don't want to sound or seem thirsty. Okay? That's kind of my deal.
Ooh, all right.
You know what I'm talking about? Like what you don't want to. I don't want to like openly like text him and be. Oh, let me put us both on here so I can see.
Oh yeah, I like the double screen. I like the double screen.
So we got into a little bit of a spat on what is it? Sunday night, and then Monday came, and I was like, who's gonna text first? But he was off on Columbus Day. Or Indigenous Peoples Day. What is it? Is it bad if I call it Columbus Day now?
No, I mean, it's going to take a while for people to rework it, but it's Indigenous Peoples Day.
Indigenous Peoples Day. So he was off, and I was, up at work, grinding it out, looking like a slob kebab.
Who do you think, by the way, should text first? So interns, you guys are young. Alyssa, you're in a committed relationship. Marcus, you're out there, dating, slaying away when you're not at TOP all night.
That dick wet.
Yeah. So who should, after you have a fight, like who should text first?
Him every single time, only because I will 100% not admit that I'm wrong.
Why shouldn't AJ text him first?
Just be principle.
I don't want to seem thirsty, and I already was the one that brought up the fight.
How did you guys leave it that night? You left it as...
He cried to me, said he was super, super stressed out, and he's been at work. He had been at work all weekend, and I expected him to say hi and like love me. And he was like, look, I'm so tired. You need to understand where I'm coming from. And you're a little needy when I come home and I've been working like the whole entire weekend. And I was like, I get that. And but I still I don't feel loved. And he was like, I love you, Dre. Like, why would I still be here to this day?
I think you have to start believing him, don't you? Like, am I the only person? I think if he says that he loves you and he is like, he definitely does, because I mean, you guys have been through a lot.
I know. I just want constant validation. I want just a random text saying I love you.
Okay, look, Karen Huger. Like, it doesn't really go. Like, it's so. I think you guys have to keep communicating.
Yes,
the guy does have a lot on his plate.
Right.
I think you should text him first. Like, don't you love him? Yeah, just tell him.
I mean, AJ, you guys have been together 3 years.
I know. You think we'll be over. I want to set boundaries, though. I don't want to be the one that's like, you guys know, I was out there crying in my car. He came out. He saw me. Embarrassing.
He didn't come out to see you, though.
He came out to walk his dog. Shut the fuck up. You know what?
You just got caught.
That's what I'm telling myself, okay? So it's so hard. It's like, and you know what? Yeah, and I'm in a situation where So I should text first?
Well, I think you always look. I mean, there's no point. I finally learned this, I think, like when I met Dan. But like, there's no point in don't
holding
play
a
games.
grudge.
Like, what? Yeah, I mean, like, do you want to text him? Do you miss it? Like, text him.
If you want to talk to him, then text him. I'm just a little bitch, so like maybe don't take my advice.
I'm gonna wait all day.
Oh no, absolutely. I will be as petty as possible in any situation.
Right.
So like, not the best advice, but
I just got to the point.
I'll delete the number. if it keeps me from
But you'll keep it in notes. You'll keep the number in notes, though, right? Yeah.
You drunkenly delete it, but you actually
I'm
say
deleting his number, but it's in notes. Actually, I know exactly where it is.
You are crazy.
Well, then I have deleted it. Forgot to put it in notes, and so when they texted me, I'll be like, "Who's this?" And that's when you are the ultimate petty.
Well, so when he's away, he will like go a day or two, right, and not text you.
No, if I haven't heard from him, I'm like, hey, what's good? You still alive? Hey, what's good? Like, I need to know like you're still alive. If for 3 years, if we're not talking in a day, now if he literally does, sometimes he didn't have his phone when he went away for 3 weeks.
Yeah, right.
Then I understand. He doesn't have service in the middle of wherever he is.
Because I can remember that when I was like dating Dan after like a year or two, and like we would go like the first day, like an overnight, and we wouldn't text, and I'd be like, what does this mean?
What's happening?
Yeah, what's happening? But it really meant nothing. I think the guy was exhausted.
Sometimes we build it up. We just have these like overactive brains, and we're just building up stories. Like he's definitely fucking someone else. No, he's not. He's sleeping.
He's definitely not. He's painting figurines. The poor guy is so beat. He's so beat. I mean, I went out to this like figurine store out in Fairfax when we were at the True event, and
Why did you walk in there?
Because Liz, our girl Liz, who's like our marketing and sales director, so she like walked in and she was talking to them because Liz is like ultimate saleswoman. So she's like, "So what's going on here?" And they had like all these figurines in the window. She's like, "You guys need any advertising?" They were like, "We don't need a lick."
Wait,
we don't. They were like, "We don't need any advertising. We have."
Oh, they're slaying in the checkbooks.
Yeah, they go, "We are so busy. We are like overwhelmed." I'm like, "Oh my
We
God."
are booked and busy, okay? We don't need your advertising on a podcast. What? I would have think they have a huge community though.
Huge community. That's what
community.
he said. He said that
Yes.
they're like just like slammed with all these guys coming in,
Yes.
like looking for figurines and paint.
Yes.
I'm like, and he had all these dragons in the window and everything. I'm like, this dude.
So a lot of people say I don't put Shmiggy on my Insta as much as I should. But what am I going to do? And should I just like? Alyssa knows. Your man says that.
This is a constant fight in my relationship.
Really?
Yes.
You posted
the
him about it this
time.
weekend. I saw you guys.
Yeah, I better because we took some pictures, and if I didn't, then it would
would be upset.
definitely be a problem.
Now, does he put you on his?
I mean, like, it's like equal. Like, I think
Okay.
he does it to be petty because he knows that I don't do it that often. So
Got it.
then he won't do it. But yeah, no, I
Yeah,
never.
but didn't he say to you like, "Oh, your old boyfriend is all over your Instagram"?
Oh, yeah, the
and-
one I was engaged to. Yeah, maybe that one that's on there a little
Slightly
bit.
more intense relationship.
Ex-fiance, yeah.
Right.
Slightly more.
Slightly more.
Wow. All right.
So if I was to put Shmiggy, and do I show like funny stuff like him painting figurines? Because let me tell you, he'll be painting figurines with a bird on his shoulder. Is that not content?
That is good content.
That is good fucking
I
content.
can't even imagine.
What the fuck are you
Shirtless,
talking
tattoos
about?
all over his. He
He has birds.
has two birds.
You didn't know this?
He'll be in
No,
his
she always talks
drawers.
about his dog.
He'll be in his drawers. The dog's barking around, probably just shat somewhere. The bird's on his
Yes.
shoulder, and he's in there painting his figurines. I walk into this scene. I'm like, why am I still in love with you? I can't get enough of you. What is this? If you had told me that this was my man, I'd be like, hell no. No. Rewind. How did this happen? See, the trick was he didn't detail his hobbies until 8 months in. I was already hooked.
Yeah, he hid them from you.
The
That's
D
great.
was good, and 8 months in, he
hid the
pulls out the
bird?
figurines. He hid the bird. The bird was at his parents
was
when he
like, "Fly
moved
away,
to
fly."
DC.
Fly back in a couple months. Migrate
away.
south. Come back.
Bird
for
migrated
the
for 8
spring.
months. All of a sudden, when he moves to DC, I'm like, what the? What is that? Why does you have a bird
It
cage?
was like, it's spring. She's back.
And then he bought a second bird to mate with the first bird.
Oh, God. And they
Turns
had
out it was a male. So now he just tried to set up his male bird with a male.
So he's got two gay birds.
He's got two gay birds, Andy and Bert.
Andy and Bert.
Andy and
okay.
Bert.
Bert the
Wow.
bird.
Bert the bird. He thought that was funny. He loved that. He was like, it's so good.
I like this guy. I like that name.
Bert.
It's really
He's like,
funny.
what if
Bert
I
the
name my bird Bert? I was like,
Like bird? Bird or Bert?
Bert. He's like, I'm gonna name my bird Bert.
On second thought, he should text you. You know,
Thank you.
You know, after all this, you know what?
After all this newfound
He
information,
should, he should really text
DM it,
you.
be
This
signed
is
into
a
those
lot.
DMs.
This is
Yes.
a lot. I mean, this is like how I used to play with Barbies till 8th grade. It's just a little weird, you know?
and I realized it's a large community of people. He used to do it as a child with his brothers. It was like their activity, and he never grew out of it. And I appreciate it. I liked someone to have
Really?
hobbies, but I mean, I'm not out there,
How
you
about
know,
fishing?
painting some.
Like, how about something where
He's a big fisher too. He's a camp guy, you know. Hey, look,
my God.
he cooks.
Wow.
What is this episode? Why,
Yeah.
why am I with my man? What do we? He would hate that I'm talking about him right
you
now.
know, look, you're moving to New York. Maybe you could join this all women's sex club and then let us know how it is. Maybe you should try this, see who you meet. Anyway, there's a new all women's sex club, it's called Killing Kittens. Okay, so Killing Kittens was founded in the UK. Now it has over 100,000 members, all
Whoa.
women. Yep. It's a membership site only where they have sex parties all across the world. Basically, liberating women, men, and couples every day. Sign up to become a part of our empowering online community.
Okay.
It's a platform where women come first. We believe in challenging the status quo. We're changing the way that people think about sex and dating. We invite you to discover a world where women come first, where sexy is not a shape, it's a mindset. Okay, so the deal is these are sold out. I think we should go. There's one October 26th, Central Park Townhouse. Now, only women can join, and then only women can invite men in or other women. And basically then you go and it's like one big sex party. Do we think anyone is going to be good looking? It's only $150. I think we should
Sounds
go.
like Sodom and Gomorrah. This is the end of the world.
What? What?
This is like the Romans having sex parties and then it all died by a volcano because God was like, this is not morally correct.
You are mixing so many different myths
Okay,
and things from history right now.
Sodom, Gomorrah, the
I think
Romans.
you're talking about Pompeii, maybe?
Pompeii, yes. Yes.
Oh my God. Okay.
It's just a mishmash of different
No, this sounds. No, I will never attend this.
Conflicting
Gerald
ideologies.
Jr. Gerald Jr. Okay.
I will never attend this. I repent to Satan in the name of.
You're like Leslie, our old intern, when we had in the shaman. And she thought the shaman had killed a dove and then had lit it on fire. I was like, the F? And then she was like, in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. She was like reciting all these. I'm like, what is going on in this studio?
All right, what happens? Is this just a big orgy that you pay $150 for?
Well, yeah, like you basically like it's all about like women's empowerment. Apparently, you can go and like have sex with other people, explore your sexuality in a safe, high-end place. It looks interesting to me. I really want to go. No, aren't you curious? Like, I just want to know like who's there. Are they hot? What do you have to do? How do you strike up a conversation with someone and then like end up having sex with them?
Couple sensual
And
massage.
do you guys not
Doming
hear about
101.
like so many people go to sex parties now? Is it just me? Like I hear it everywhere. I hear
No, I do too.
I hear how bad marriage is, and then I hear all these people are at sex parties.
I do think people try to reignite the flame, and then couples will go to the sex parties.
Yes,
For sure.
Does it work? Killing Kittens. There it is. What a name. Not sure if I'm down for the name.
And then you said at the party, women can approach men, but men can't approach women.
Exactly.
Right?
And the women have to invite the guys. So like you can't like if you're a guy, you can't just show up to this party unless you're like there with the woman who invited you.
So many questions. Okay, one.
Oh, now we're on board.
No. I like having sex with one person. That's just me.
Yeah, but you haven't really tried having sex with multiple people.
I would feel
Or a
too
leather
unfaithful.
mummy.
I would feel like I'm entering the devil's dark hell. I was raised very, very
We're getting a sense.
religious. I just can't see myself. It's not for me.
They put on workshops and they cover a huge variety of topics designed to tingle your nerve endings. Sensual massages, self-pleasure techniques, conscious BDSM, and erotic mindfulness and expanded orgasms. Oh, how lovely. Erotic mindfulness. I'll take it.
Okay, now what is this self-defense class? Killing Kittens workshop. Okay, what? So why is that mixed in?
Well, what does it say? Self-defense. Well, you probably, I mean, some of
that's
these
women
sex parties
empowerment.
could get out of control.
I like that. That seems women empowerment to me.
It seems like Killing Kittens is a mix of women's networking and then occasionally we all get together and fuck. Like that seems like what it's down for, right?
During the class, instructor Rav will teach you some of the most effective self-defense and offensive combinations to help you get the confidence to tackle different situations.
Oh my God. Are you looking at the notable past speakers and the founder? The founders are like super hot. These women are like great looking.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hold up.
I think scroll down under about.
See this. Oh, about. Okay. I like the body positivity about it. Love that.
No, that's not them. Maybe is this Emma, the one that started it?
I'll tell you right now, her eyes are kind of scary.
Okay, no, she's not hot. Some of their speakers were.
I mean, if you're going to do a photo shoot, at least get those roots done.
Let's meet the kittens.
Okay, meet the kittens.
Oh, here we
yeah.
go.
Yeah, let's meet the kittens. All right.
It's really
okay.
scary.
Is this like we do? Is this kind of like a sex class? Like you?
Yeah, but then it seems like you're also like going to a sex party. I got to join. I want to go to this party on the 26th.
Look at the
so
one
bad.
guy in the back
I'll go
there.
to watch for sure.
Women first. Be kind and respectful. Body positivity.
Or I gotta be.
Are these reviews?
I am a kitten. I am kitten.
Okay. Wow.
Oh, I'm so lost.
KillingKittens.com/workshops. You got to go check this out. Anyway, it's the first of its kind. First of its kind in the United States of an all-women's sex club. We put women in control. Hashtag what?
We are the KK. We are KK.
We are KK.
Yikes.
Yeah, it's not.
That's
that is-
one more
Not great
one more
branding
letter.
there.
And
One more
Not great branding. Oh, they call themselves a clan, actually.
One more letter.
They're like a family. They're like a clan.
Okay.
We got a whole different thing.
So there's obviously more women in the room than men because
Yeah,
you choose the
yeah,
men.
yeah.
And then you choose who you want to sleep with,
Yeah.
or you just kind of all sleep together in this massive bed.
I'm going to go with this is more like a sorority party with a few people having sex. Like there's a few guys there and a few women, I think. Let's go on the 26th. What do you think?
Now, where is it being held? Do we know?
In New York City at Central Park Townhouse.
Central Park Townhouse.
Members only. Let's go.
Members only. We got to join then.
All right, no problem. I love how she's like, now she's on board. You know, she's like, in the name of Jesus at Pompeo, I am not going. Okay, you know what? I'll go. I'll try it.
No, I like to give some disagree. I got to make the. It's got to be a little like
tension,
give and take, a little tension here. You know what I'm saying? It's for
She's
the
playing games
podcast,
again.
Okay,
right?
Bash.
Playing games.
Okay, Bash.
Boom, boom.
Look, we're out of here today. You know what?
Oh, rat-a-tat-tat-do. I mean, wow. You know, talk about
End
sex
on a high,
parties.
right? End on a high. Yeah, end on the funny. You know,
End on a high.
ends on the funny. All right, you guys. We'll see you on Monday. Bye, everybody. We love you so much. Follow Andrea Lopez Comedy. It's at Hey Fraser. Big shout out to our interns Marcus and Alyssa. We love you guys. Bye, everybody. Hey Fraser, like it. Rock the gas pod. Rock the gas pod.
Hey, Fraser, like